Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode.
Welcome back.
Today, we want to talk about high school graduation.
Yeah,
Amanda has attended
two. Well, not technically 1.5.
the 40-year-old you found yourself really resonating with the
The kids.
18-year-old messages that were shared there. So, will you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I might need you to help out with some things like the message from.
I'll fill in what
Okay,
was needed.
perfect. Because Lord knows I forgot half of it. So I just so everyone knows, I am a CASA, which is a court-appointed special advocate. I work with kids in the foster care system. I did have to let that go once I got diagnosed. However, my CASA kid graduated. I was very, very.
And you were with her for what, 4 or 5 years prior to this, right?
And so I was very thankful, very blessed that I got invited to it. She had no idea who I was. And then when I saw her afterwards, once a graduation,
because your physical appearance has changed so
very much so. Then she ran to me once she saw who I was and heard my voice. It was really interesting because a lot of high school graduations will have some version of make mistakes, live your life how you want to do it. Kind of like those affirmations.
Yeah, to go for your dreams.
Yeah. And I was sitting there because if I'm being honest, I wasn't trying to make it about myself, but I thought to myself, oh my gosh, these little kiddos are just now starting their essentially their adult life. They've been around for probably 17 to 18 years. And so they've been around for a while. But now this is a time in their life where for the most part they're making the decisions what classes that they want to take or what majors they want to go into and all the things. And I really kind of found myself reflecting and thinking, my God, if I would have known that I was going to be handed a terminal cancer diagnosis at 42, would I at my high school graduation have done things significantly different, which is a yes. And
what would you have done different?
I think one, most likely my career path. I think that I would have I love the job that I have and I love that I do, but I wish I would have gone into, I think my dream job would have been what I always called helping the helpers. So people in CASA or people who help other people. I have seen it personally that they're overworked, they're very stressed out, they have a lot on their plate, they have a lot of other people's emotional weight that is kind of directed towards them, and they have to show up for people, especially CASA.
When we were listening to the commencement speech and the girl who was sharing, which I think a good speech, Amanda, is supposed to be about you. That's the point of it. They're talking to everybody, but you should be personalizing it. She posed a question in the beginning of we go through school and we're trying to figure out what do we want to be when we grow up. So what's our job going to be? Are we going to be a CASA helper? Are we going to be a police officer? Are we going to be a firefighter? Are we going to be a computer scientist?
A neurosurgeon. We need those.
and that's how most of us learn. And what, in essence, what we're doing is we're learning to value ourselves by our occupation, our identity, which I think one of the major societal afflictions right now. So many of us suffer from that because we're in vocations maybe we don't necessarily want to be, or it was a vocation that we thought we had to go into or we were told to, or we've made so much of our worthiness and enoughness completely predicated on our vocation. And at the end of it, she said, I think the better question to ask as we go into the world is, who do we want to be? Who do we want to be? Who are we? People that live in alignment with our values? Or are we people who just kind of cast them aside? Are we people who we take action, or we rest on the laurels of insights and
Yeah.
settle for the feel good in the moment, do nothing with it. And I think that was the part that, for you, some of the waterwork started
Yeah.
coming up, because I feel that you're in this contemplative place now of who do you want to be?
Yeah. No idea. I mean, I legitimately have no idea right now. But I and there was something that just like these little lives were just starting. I mean, obviously they've been there for like 17, 18 years, but really it was just kind of a cool thing to see, but also such a reflection on my side of like, you know, getting diagnosed with terminal cancer at 42, which is so young. Like when I think of when I think about like old, I literally think of 90 as old. Like that's the measuring stick for old.
Well,
and so
from that measuring stick, you're a lot closer to 18 than you are to 90.
Hallelujah. But I mean, so I feel like 40 is so young, and to be with a terminal cancer, and there is like there were some moments where I just was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this is like a weird kind of
the circle of life model
exactly.
that we are loosely taught is the new baby's born and the person who's over 90 passes away. In that circle, in that model, we're not taught that you get, shitty things happen to good people, that death can come unexpectedly, or that you can be diagnosed with a terminal diagnosis at a young age like you have.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, and then I got to see another graduate. I didn't get to go to the graduation, but I was able to go to a grad party. I was so honored to like be invited, and she's like 18, right? And friends are a big deal at 18, and she made me feel so loved and so included and so thankful that I was there. I mean, like, oh my god, it made me tear up like so hard when I saw her. And once again, like, so proud of everybody. Congratulations to any graduating class of 2025, whether it's kindergarten or getting your master's or PhD. Like, congratulations, big time. Because the future's so unknown, so do it, live it, like have a like go for it. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than that, because and you need to graduate. I mean, just having another day is wonderful.
I think that's a great message in general, Amanda, is the future is unknown.
Yeah.
Don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
Mm-hmm.
Live for the now. Plan for tomorrow, but live for now.
Yeah.
And if there's something that is on your heart, or you can tell your soul is calling you to, answer it.
Yeah. I think that doing some version of like helping helpers, like whether it's whatever that capacity, I think I had this real big heart of helping people who help people.
Do you still have it? Because you're talking a lot of past tense. You're still alive. You're still breathing.
I ain't got no driver's license, girl.
What have you not been able to get to in the last year?
I don't know. I mean, I think
exactly. So you can't sit here. It's a totally hypocritical thing to sit here and be telling everybody else, get out there,
go do it for me. Go do it for me. Hey, girl.
Bullshit excuses right afterwards.
That totally tracks. Do what I say, not what I do. Right? Isn't that the phrase?
Loving healing. Jeez, Denise. Oh, we need to work on that.
I do. I definitely do. But that was something that I really wanted to share. I am proud of these two people in particular. Very cool to watch them grow up. Very thankful that they wanted me to be at their graduation, to have young kids like really, really actually want to hang out with me. It was amazing.
Very good. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, everybody. We will wrap it up there for today. Maybe it's a fun thing if you have somebody in your life who's graduating right now and you
Yeah.
want to acknowledge them in the comments, go ahead and maybe type their name in or tag them, and we can all send some love their way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we will see you next time. As always, we love and appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here with us. And until next time, bye bye.